I have a Galaxy Ace 2 and the Galaxy S7 Edge, and they were put out 4 years apart. So this is to show how far Samsung has come in the last 4 years. Now I know this Ace 2 was kind of a budget phone in its day, but it still had a lot of Samsung's big high-end features like the light-up backlit keys, and it was pretty spec worthy for the time. I mean, 3.8-inch screen, 480 by 800 screen resolution with a 246 ppi, 122 grams, Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean, and it has a Novathor U8500 processor, which is a dual-core 800 megahertz processor. I mean, it struggles with today's stuff, but at the time things weren't that demanding, so it was good for back then. It has a 4 gig ROM, 768 megabyte RAM, and a 5 megapixel rear shooter, and the front camera is only VGA, so it's kind of a loss there. And it can record at 720p at 30 frames per second, which is pretty good. It has a 1500 milliamp hour battery. Now, 4 years later, we have this beast of a phone with the dual edge display, and it came out in March 2016. It's a 5.5-inch screen, which is pretty much as big as this whole phone is. You can fit this phone inside of the screen of the new phone. It's 1440 by 2560 resolution with 534 ppi, 157 grams, so it got a bit heavier over the 122, but that's to be expected. It has Android 7.0 Nougat on it. It came with Android 6.0 Marshmallow. It's got the Exynos 8890 octa-core with 4 cores running at 2.3 gigahertz and 4 cores running at 1.6 gigahertz. It has the Mali T880 GPU in it, which is a pretty solid GPU. 32 gig ROM, 4 gigs of RAM, 12 megapixel rear camera, 5 megapixel front camera. It can record 2160 at 2160p at 30 frames per second with the rear camera, and has a 3600 milliamp hour battery. Now the difference between these is incredible. In 4 years, they've gone from this thick, small little thing to this futuristic looking slim phone, all metal glass design, where this one was all plastic with a glass screen. So it's a big difference. You can see the difference in the screen quality too. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. So, I mean, but for its time though, this was a pretty solid phone. Like, you couldn't complain about it back then, right? But nowadays, what we have, it's not worth it to own one of these older phones. And I mean, why would you, right? So they both have micro USB chargers. They both have headphone jacks. And this one actually has a removable battery, whereas we got rid of that on the new style. But this one had the mini SIM and the new one's got a nano SIM, so that's a big difference there. So it's amazing the difference that 4 years makes when it comes to technology. Now, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.